Welcome everyone to another wonderful episode here at Doctors of Podiatry.
You know what? You're in the movies. So
You're in the movies. This is like you're in the movies. We have a young gentleman who has presented once again to our office for his routine nail care. We have continued to talk about, and we have kind of stalled a little bit in respect to bringing out, rolling out the new instrumentation, all the custom instrumentation, and we finally have received everything. And then between Caesar and myself, we're going to go ahead and put this out to the world this week for sure. So we're not going to really talk about. I am going to use the several of the instruments today, but I'm not going to really get into we'll just say the anatomy of every single instrument. Okay, we'll go ahead and trim his toenails today. This particular patient has this is all multifactorial. His nails are very, very yellow, have fungus, brittle, they're hollow, they're incurvated, and I can go on and on. So this is kind of like just a mix of a little bit of everything, but I think it's a good case just for a lot of great reasons as always. But we're gonna put the all the instruments, and just to bring everything here quickly, we're gonna be using 3 instruments today. A fourth is actually in here, which is the Trisoft, which was already applied. Okay, and then we have the double action. And the reason, if anyone is wondering, well, hey doc, you told us that you were gonna roll it out a couple months ago. Well, anytime that you roll out these instruments to the world, we want to make sure that it's second to none. So then we have the curette, right? Small on one side, a little larger on the other, and then we have the small nipper, the small nail nipper. This works really well for the ingrown toenails. So we're gonna go ahead and like always, I like to. I like to really, try to start with the corners very carefully. Okay, so, one of the things, before we continue, because a lot of people are going to probably, give me a little bit of a hard time. This patient his feet are very, very sensitive. I think just like the family has told me that, for choice of better words, he's just very that we're invading. Yeah, he just doesn't. The patient doesn't like it.
yeah.
We'll just leave it at that, right? So when you hear maybe like a little bit of an ow from the patient, it's because I'm really not harming the patient. Okay, I just want to be clear with everyone, right? Okay. And as always, I rather, with these high-risk patients, I rather just be a little bit more conservative always. No one wants to, I don't want to nick a patient by mistake, right? And then have a problem, a bigger problem. Right, we coming through the side, and see, this is what I mean by brittle. These are kind of like, see, all the nails are layered. Okay, and again, very, very, this we can always Dremel out. Same thing here. This one's kind of sideways, so, very carefully.
Jesus, I guess.
That's what I mean, guys. I guess the patient is doesn't like when it's going to be interesting when we start using the Dremel on him. He may be a little.
Oh, please. I think I'll leave. Oh, never mind.
You see, it's basically just kind of just peels off.
Is that like tissue?
No, it's just, you know, it's nail. It's what we call keratin. It's keratin is what makes up the nail. Okay. Again, there we go. And we'll just sort of leave it like that. Same thing here. And a lot of the Tri-Soft does this for us, believe it or not, as well. Dr. Wagner, is there only one way to trim toenails? No. It's whatever works for the patient. Very simple, right? Again, I want to be very clear with the public. I am not harming this patient. He just doesn't, the patient is not very happy that we're actually doing this right now. Dr. Wagner, do you anesthetize, or in this particular case, did we anesthetize his foot? No, no need. If they were, you know, if they were really, really dystrophic, yes. There are many, many times that we do anesthetize, right? I'm just kind of take it a little bit here. This little corner, we'll use the other one, and I'll show you guys using the smaller nail nipper. You know, this double action is really great for really, really tough, like that, really, really tough nails. That's why they're called double action, two actions, right? And then you have a lot of leverage on the back. You know, I call these the. Sorry about that, bud. You just kind of grab it like that, and boom. And the Curette can also do that for us. Okay. Let's straighten out his foot a little bit here. Okay. Kind of go ahead and use you know, I like the small end always, right? And again, he may not, it's, you know, he's very, again, very sensitive, but I just want to show you guys, right? You know, one side.
Yeah, right.
Sorry about that, my friend. So, you know. And then some people can actually, they like to use it also kind of like in the front a little bit, right? And that goes on the other side as well, like that, right?
What's he got to do with it?
And the same thing goes over here, right? Just kind of like that. But I'm being very mindful that, you know, he's not 30 years old.
I'm not.
So same thing here, right? So this is a really great, you know, tool.
What? You got a birthday coming up.
And then of course,
July.
you know, then we have the. This is an incredible tool. Just complements everything. Same thing. I like to use it to kind of get into these small little, you know, spaces, especially in the medial and lateral nail folds. I'll show you guys here. And then, you know, Caesar and I are going to put up some really educational videos on how to trim toenails, how to do anything, right, in respect to within reason. Okay, so you see how you can actually kind of really get in there, and the patient did not say ow, just because this is super duper sharp. Okay, let's make our way to the to the right foot now, Susan. Okay, everyone. So now, same thing, kind of like the right foot. Same clinical presentation, all multifactorial. Let's get to work here again. See, you guys don't hear the click. The click, and that's also because of the Tri-Soft that we applied. Everything's very. we have our the family member is, I think,
hallucinating.
Hallucinating? No. Okay. And again, we'll just kind of leave it like that. And then the Dremel will take care of the rest. The Dremel is going to be, let's move this way like this. Okay, and then carefully like that. Okay. And then we'll do this. Okay. This is like paper mache. Very, very brittle. So I want to show you guys in a second here. I just want to show you guys, this is a good example here, right? Using the little one. Right, look at this. Boom. And let's make believe this was an ingrown toenail. So you grab it, boom, that's it. Okay. And a lot of people, you know, there's no need for the double action. I think it's kind of like overkill, maybe a little bit. But we can definitely, this is as sharp. Let's take a look at the other side here, just to show everyone here. Right, kind of like that. Come underneath. Sorry about that.
He's got something going up there.
Nah. And then we kind of just, you know, you see it there. And that's it. You can actually see it was actually digging on the side there. So for this one, we'll go back to our double action. Right? I like to pull the distal pulp, right? This. Come underneath a little bit. Boom. I can actually see it's hollow, so that's where I know when, you know, a lot of people always ask me, hey, Dr. Wagner, how do you know how far, right? How do you know, even when we're debriding lesions, we just sort of know. You know, this is a great video, not only for the clinical presentation, for me to answer a lot of the questions. A lot of people also ask, hey, Wagner, why don't you do this, right? And I usually do, but you know, when we put up these videos, I want people to see. If I go like this, then people are going to say, hey, Wagner, you know, why are you uploading a video when all we see is your glove, right? So I understand what people are saying, right? I really do. So here we're going to be a little careful. He may not like this. You see?
Christ. Oh, we put a last name on it.
Oh God. You know, this is why I love these videos. Sometimes you just never know what you're gonna really get. The same thing here. He may not like this very much. Let's turn around this way a little bit. And again, you know, it's incurvated there. Pull back. Okay. Like right there. You see all that? And then I'll just kind of leave this behind so you guys can actually see how the curette works. You know, a lot of people would just take this and, you know, kind of just dig that out. Okay. So then just a little bit here. Okay. And a little bit on this corner there. We'll use the curette now so you guys can see the curette. You know, the small. I'll come around this way so you guys can actually see, right? And it's either this way, right? This is called a sharp curette, so it is very, very sharp. Sorry about that, my friend. The royalties will come, don't worry. And you see?
A golden globe.
A golden globe? You see? So all of this stuff, right? And I'm not gonna go down further, but, you know, for the people that, there's a lot of people that could probably, you know, tolerate going a little bit deeper, like on the corners here. Yeah, they're also very irritated. So we're just gonna, you know, with this particular patient, we're just gonna be very, very, you know, we'll grind them a little bit. Okay. You don't wanna go overboard. We are using masks. A lot of people, believe it or not, they use these little Dremels to actually even reduce the nails. And it works really well too. I'm trying to get into those, like right here, right? You see? To the little corners. It's got to be done very, very carefully. The skin is right there. I respect this, the Dremel very, very much. I'm more afraid of the Dremel than the actual nippers, believe it or not. Especially with nails like these where they're so, you know, they're all paper mache, right? Because it can just really cause a lot of harm. One slip. Exactly, no slip. You'll slip my what? My throat? Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Caesar. Let's see if we can really get in here. Show the world what I mean. That you can actually really get into the nail fold there. You see that?
Pretty good.
And here, I would use a curette, but I know that he's not gonna be very happy there. That looks really nice. Okay, so same thing here. You want to be very careful. I'll try to bring this one down. The dystrophy can actually cause pain. Even here, you can actually see the skin. We'll stay away from there. And sometimes we really need to be very mindful that underneath right here, see? We're down to the skin, almost there. So this is where we stop. Okay? This side right here, I'm just going to take a little bit here. Let's not forget, this is thermal energy, right? This is thermal energy. And then we'll do a little bit on this side. I'd rather be a little bit more under aggressive, right? I know these nails, a lot of people may think, oh, that's a piece of cake, right? That's a piece of cake to trim that. I've always said this is harder than surgery, right, Caesar?
100%.
And people think that I'm joking, and I'm really not. I want to get this piece out of here. There we go. You're doing great. But it really is easier though. Surgery is definitely a lot easier. Super. Not all nails are created equal. That's one thing for sure.
Now, where do you do your surgery? Memorial?
All of our surgeries are performed here in our office-based surgical suite under local anesthesia. Yeah, we've put a lot of videos out there for the world to see kind of what we do. Yep. Yep. But we're, you know, at the core, we've always been education, right? Trying to educate the world. Like a little nub. We'll stop there. Okay, everyone. So
I like that myself.
I know, right? How was that?
I don't know.
Me neither. Hey.
They're not even yellow anymore.
They're not, right? They're not even,
not.
they're not even yellow.
That's good.
I erased the yellow discoloration away. Not sure how.
He really didn't know what he was doing.
I really did.
I hope I have some toes left.
Do you have toes left?
Yeah.
Well, we started with 10. I still count 10. You're good.
No amputation yet.
God forbid. You know, people crack all these jokes about, you know, the amputation, and we try to stay away from those jokes.
It's not on there, is it?
Anyways, you know, we will, like I said before at the beginning of the video, you know, the goal here is, you know, now we have the instrumentation that we have rolled out. We're gonna put some really, you know, we will put out some videos this week. You know, how to get a hold, you know, everyone has been, you know, blowing up all of our social media platforms. We did at one point, you know, we didn't have some prototypes that we did, you know, we definitely sold. Those were great. Those we didn't change at all, but then we added to the inventory, so to speak. So Caesar will definitely go ahead, you know, we'll go ahead and upload to the world this week, you know, step by step how to be able to purchase these instruments. Okay, the double action nail nipper, the really sharp nail nipper, which is the small one for the, you know, for the ingrown toenails, and or for just, you know, very brittle toenails. The double the curette, the small large curette. Okay, and also which we don't have here, the most incredible, most effective callus remover. Okay, and again, we'll present that, and we'll probably put that up maybe by Wednesday. Yeah, by Wednesday, Thursday-ish, around there. So as always, he'll continue with he's been using a topical antifungal. We'll continue that. We're not going to definitely, at this point, we're not in the business of curing the problem. Now it's just preventing the problem from getting worse, which is what I always tell patients. As always, we will continue to do what we do. We will continue to educate the world, one foot and one toe at a time. Do you have anything else to say?
No, let's get this over with.
Why don't we just hear the guy out? Hey, Caesar, anything else? Anything else? Family member? He's like, I'm done. Have a wonderful day, everyone. What we do, we will continue to educate the world, one foot and one toe at a time. Do you have anything else to say?
No, let's get this over with.
Why don't we just hear the guy out? Hey, Caesar, anything else? Anything else? Family member? He's like, I'm done. Have a wonderful day, everyone.